And we are live. Welcome to lunchtime. It's always a great time right here around the table. And today at lunchtime, we're going to do something just a little bit different. And what we're going to do is to add some summer vibes, a little summer bliss into the kitchen. So we're going to take a few things away. We're going to add a few things and some new colors into the kitchen because those are the kind of things that we do. Now, if you are new to lunchtime, I hope that you will certainly get comfortable, get something to drink, sit down, and enjoy today because we're going to have a good time. We're going to put this kitchen together and we're going to give it a summer look, a summer feel. It's going to be nice and fresh, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let's get started. Hello to all of you. Happy Monday. I'm glad to be back at the lunch table. We had a chance to spend time with friends and to go a few places and do a few things and just have a good time because you know that's what we do with family. So anyway, we're going to get started. So let me give you more of a full screen. Hello. All righty. So I have a little bit of a different setup, and I'm hoping that this setup works. Now, prior to today, in this kitchen, you know, we had little toppers. And let me tell you what these were. These were here in the kitchen, and they were in the bay window. But what these are actually runners. I couldn't find the valance that I wanted for this particular bay window. So what I did was to take some runners and use runners at the top of the windows. So for summer, I'm going to give it a little fresher look. It's just going to be just solid white. And I think that's going to be really nice. So today, we're going to do a little refreshing of the kitchen. So I hope you're going to have a good time. Now, the first thing we're going to do, and you all are going to like this, is the fact that we talk about as we decorate our kitchen, that we have to start with those things that are most important in our kitchen. And for us, the first place that we go when we come into the kitchen in the morning is here at the coffee bar. So I'm going to kind of get that coffee bar all cleaned up. I'm actually going to do some changing to it. I tried using a waterproof runner, and this waterproof runner, while it was very nice, it was in silver, it looked very pretty when company was here. I even had it here for special holidays, and I thought, you know, I think I'm going to go back to using a tray. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this little waterproof runner, you have a choice. While it's waterproof, it does allow moisture through it, which is what I don't want on my cabinet. So I'm going to add a tray that's going to blend with the top because this is a black cabinet. Let me get it wiped out. And I think this particular tray is going to work just perfectly for our coffee pot. So I'm going to set the coffee pot here. Also, the nice thing about having a tray is the fact that we can always, if there's a spill, it's so easy to clean up. Just take the coffee pot out, clean up the tray, and keep going. Now, I also have my own pods. I don't know if you paid attention to that earlier in some of those earlier videos. But what I like to do is to take my coffee liners and pre-prepare them. So in each of these, I have 1 week of coffee already prepared in my pot, in my little liners, and they're here. So I'm going to take one out. Got that put in. So the coffee pot itself is ready to go for tomorrow. So I'll close this up, and find a spot for it. So you can see over here, I have my Keurig, and while I like the Keurig, I don't use the Keurig as often as my coffee pot. My Mr. Coffee really gets a workout. So anyway, so we have that there. I'm going to put my creamer because we like to fit in there. I don't think it will. So that means that I have room to do some other things. I have our spoons, I have our sweeteners, and I also have some cookies that are here just in case we decide that we want something later. So I'm going to angle this just a little bit. And I think what I'll do, I need a little something in there. So we'll see what we do right here, because sometimes I have a sign. So let's get sign. And I think I'll move my flowers here, and I'm going to put my sign right there. But for the moment, I need to prop him, because you know when you want something exactly in a particular place, as luck would have it, I couldn't find my little holder, my place for this to go in. So let's see where I can put it. I might be able to put it over here, talking about our summer vibe. So let's do a little something different. I'll put that back there, put this here, cookies there, and I'm going to bring the coffee pots out, scoot the coffee pot over, and just do a little rearranging. So we've got everything we need right here, ready to go. So we have, it says where trouble melts like lemon drops. So I have that in, and I think I need a little lemon in there. What do you think? So let me see if I can find a lemon quickly. Okay, so we have a lemon that's going to be a part of the prop. So there we go. We got where trouble melts like lemon drops. And over here, I have my cookies. So I'm going to let that stay pretty much just like that. And I think that will work for the coffee bar. So it's easy. And that's the nice thing about summer, is that you want something that's going to be light, want to be able to plan for your family, something that they can use on a daily basis. So I've got the lemon, and I had really considered putting a little floral in there, but I think I'm going to leave that out. I think I just like the lemon. So I'm going to leave that there. Now I'm going to flip you around, because we have some other changes that we need to make to the kitchen. So let's get that done. Now I'm turning you around, and we're going to take a look, see if I can bring you up so that you can see the doors of the pantry. Hello to everyone. I'll stop in just a moment, and we'll be able to chit chat a little more. Okay, so I've got you right here, and I'm going to bring you up because I want you to see. All right, so you know, we put together these particular florals during the spring. Well, it's time for them to come down. So I have them on a little hook, and I'm going to take these down. That's one, because it actually has Easter eggs in it, and I think it's time for the eggs to go. And I wanted something just a little brighter, so we're going to hang our summer wreaths. I'm going to put that there. That's the first one. And if you need to turn flowers or whatever you need to do, then go ahead and get that done while you're at it, because we want it to look nice for the summer. All right, so we need a second one. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. I hope your Monday's pretty. Ours is a little overcast, but that's okay. It's nice outside, and this is a great day to do a little summer refresh. We've had a beautiful weekend. I hope your Mother's Day was wonderful. I had such a good time with family, and so we're ready for wreath number 2. So we got our wreaths all done. I need to just touch up those bows and ribbons. You know how that goes. See if I can find that second one over here. Okay, there he is. All right, he's in there. There we go. So the pantry has a new look. Now let me see what you guys are talking about. Now, unfortunately, because I have the camera set a little different, it's going to look like I'm actually looking in another direction, but that's okay, because I'll take you down in just a little while. Now, let's see, I've got Denise, wonderful. I hope everyone has had a great Mother's Day and enjoyed yourself. We certainly did. And, you know, family's always a lot of fun. In addition to Mother's Day, we celebrated graduation. Hey, we had so much fun. And I have to tell you, I had an amazing time with my family. And I was really looking forward, though, to getting back to talking with you. So let's turn around. All right, I'm going to kind of give you a view of the pantry. What we did, we changed out the wreaths. We gave the coffee bar a little different look. So it's light and refreshing. And now we're going to turn around and we're going to look at the other part of the kitchen. Now, I think I have you in a good spot so that we can play around and do what we need to do. Now, when you're thinking about refreshing your kitchen, you know, you need a theme. And if you're like me, during the summer, I don't want a lot to have to do. I don't want to have a lot of things I have to move. I want to be able to just hang loose and do some fun things. So that's what we're shooting for, light and refreshing. All right. So while we're getting light and refreshed, I thought, you know, what a great time to put together some lemonade. So real quick, I'm going to fix some lemonade. I'm going to put in a cup and a half. A cup and a half of sugar. There we go. This is a great little picture. It's pretty. And measure out a half. All right, we have our cup and a half in of sugar. We always need something refreshing at lunchtime. Okay, so we got our cup and a half, and we're going to use fresh lemons. Now, these lemons have been washed, and I'm going to get them ready, and we're going to use this. I'm hoping this little squeezer will work with these lemons, because some of the lemons are a little large. I think the ones that are larger, I'm going to have to do by hand, but that's okay. So I'm starting with these nice large lemons that I got from Aldi's. They were beautiful, but they are big and they do not fit in my citrus squeezer. So, okay, so that's a half. Here's the other half. Get those in because, you know, it's lunchtime. We want something refreshing. And after I squeeze, I'm going to slice these very thin. Everything but the ends. I don't want the ends. I'll put those over there, but they're going to look nice and pretty in our container. And I selected a clear one because, you know, you want your lemonade to taste good. You want it to look good. Okay, now we're down to the smaller lemons. We cut that in half. Get that into our citrus squeezer. And let's see if I can get her going. Okay, there we go. Takes a little muscle to get these citrus squeezers working. And unfortunately, they are not, they do not leave the lemon in such a condition that you'd want to use it for your slices. It just kind of flips that lemon right over to make sure it gets all of the juice out, but you will not get the seeds in it. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's get, that's 2. Fresh lemons. I had a chance to go to the farmer's market and I picked up strawberries and blueberries and some delicious cucumbers, little pickling cucumbers. Oh, they were so good. Now, I like little pickling cucumbers for my salads because they come out the perfect little rounds. And of course, we can use them to pickle and use them as pickles if we want to do that. And we will certainly do that during the summer. But for now, I just want them to look cute. Okay, so we can have those. And this one I think is probably a little bit too large. So I'm just going to squeeze it and get as much out of there as possible. Okay, now I'm going to do this other half, and I think we'll be able to stop actually. So, okay, so we've got our lemons in, and I'm going to give this a little stir because I want our sugar to start to melt. So I've got my spurtle. I start to mix him up and just get it nice, a nice sugary syrup mixture down at the bottom. Now I'm actually going to save my lemon seeds because I'm trying to grow lemon trees, and y'all will giggle about that, but you know, it is possible. It is possible for you to do. So let me take this. I'm going to fill it with some cold water. Okay, there we go. And give this a good stir so that we can make sure that all the sugar has dissolved. Let me get a spoon. Make sure that we're sweet enough. I like tart, but not my lemonade. Oh, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to drop my little lemon slices in. And you know, it's all about the look. Put them down in there. Got one more, so that it will look nice on the table. I have my glass. I have ice cubes. Let's go. And while we're working, we can have some refreshing lemonade at the table. Okay. Now, I'm going to take one. And give it a slice. And let it sit right there on the side of my glass. So there we go. Lemonade ready. So we're ready to do a little more work. How about that? Okay. I'm going to sit that there. And it's time for us to get down to a little more work. So I'm going to put these away. I'm going to keep my lemons because I'm going to need those. And you know, lemons that are left over like this are great for freshening up your sink. And you can either use salt or baking soda and clean up your sink, give it a nice refreshing smell. And lemons are just great. Lemons are summer's bliss. So let's get to it. Okay, so all of this is done. I'll put these here in the sink for later. I've got the ice for later. And I think what I'll do is just add a little bit of this ice into our lemonade. There we go. Now, got our lemon slices, so it'll be nice and cold. All right. So you guys have to come and have a glass. I would love for that to happen. We need vision that we can actually work with each other. Okay? Now, let's take a look in the kitchen with some other things that we can do. I also, hold on a second, I want to make sure that I have you connected and that I'm not pulling you off. Let me make an adjustment. And you're able to for a few things. Now, you know, as we're thinking about our summer, and certainly we want our summer to be absolutely special, we want to be able to put things in the kitchen. You want florals in your kitchen that you can use. Now, here is just a very simple little floral that's in a little watering can. And you can sit this anywhere you want it. So technically, when I'm not doing the lemonade, this is where this little watering can sits, right here in the center. Now let's see if I can move it out of the way. Place it there. That's where it stays. And then that way it allows me to, if we want to eat at the table, we can certainly do that. If I'm working at the table, whatever it may be, but it gives me options. So our lemons are going to go there. Our lemonade is ready. And we're ready to move on around the room. Now, I also changed out the towels. Now, what I didn't have a chance to do really was to play with the curtains that are over the window. And I thought about that and I knew I needed to do it. But the curtains that are going to be over the sink are going to be solid white. Just crisp, clean, refreshing white. And that's the nice thing about summer, is that you want things that are crisp and clean. So I added a little touch of lemon to it by adding lemon towels. So I can bring you in. See my curtains that I need to, I'm going to have to switch those out. They're going to have to go because that's not the look I'm going for the summer. Now, I'm going to try to get you where you can see the corner. Now, you know, we've been working on cleaning up and getting things ready. So I have my lemons already in my disposal that I'm going to actually put into the disposal, so we'll get a good clean. But I don't want that noise going on right here with us at lunchtime. Now, so I switched out my hand cleaner, my hand soap, and I'm using what's called a gardenia lily hand soap, and it smells divine. It really does. It smells, it's just a breath of summer. And I got this at Costco, and I placed it, I have a little lemon tray, and so my little lemon tray is right here where I can keep the lemons. I purposely got my lemon colored scrubby. So my scrubby is there, and my hand soap is there, along with a very pretty lemon towel. This lemon towel is from Amazon, and I like to keep that. I also got yellow because I wanted yellow to kind of be my major pop of color. So I bought yellow microfiber towels to be able to use here in the kitchen along with the white ones. Now, as we get over into this corner, you're going to see, normally I would have a magazine sitting on a rack or a cookbook over in this area. But what I wanted to do, what I decided to do, was to use that plate. Remember the plate we took a look at last lunchtime? Well, this plate is going to be on display. It's going to be the display plate along with a little welcome basket that's here with a little lavender and lemons. Lavender and lemons. The usual kitchen things that we have that we need for cooking. Now, I do a lot of sometimes tropical dishes and tropical setups when I'm looking at my plan for the month or plan for the kitchen. So let me bring you out. What I did, I took one of my transparent glass containers that I could put florals in. And I had this for Mother's Day. I wanted to be able to give it a more tropical, lemony, citrusy vibe. So what I did is that I placed the plant inside and then surrounded it with little lemon slices, lemon and lime slices. Now, these are not real. They're faux slices, so that if they get wet, they're fine. If I want to switch them out, I can. And so that's a good thing. But it just gives that little lemony vibe. And when I want to switch locations of flowers, bring this over here and bring this here and have more of a lemony tropical feel, then I can certainly do that. And I have plates that I'll use here at the table, and I have napkins. And in fact, this is one of the napkins. It is yellow and white, a yellow and white stripe that I can use with my lemony plates. So we're going to be very refreshed and ready for summer. Now I'm going to get you in a position where we can chit chat a little more. And I'm going to bring you down off of this stand because what I'm having to do is to switch from one place to another. So let's see if I can bring you down. Whoops. Don't get dizzy. I got you. There we go. Now, I got you where I want you, and we can sit down and chit chat. All righty. This is fun. This is fun. We're just getting that kitchen ready. Tell me what you got. Whoops. Tell me what you have. I need my notes to make sure I haven't forgotten what I'm doing. And we want that lemonade. So how's everyone? Let's see, who have we got? Let's see, we've got Sue. I see Sue. You go up. We've got Michelle. Michelle is here, and happy Monday to everyone. We have Nitty T who's with us. We have Denise with this and that with Denise. We have Patricia who's with us. Hello, hello. We've got Kathy Young. So glad to see you. We have Princessa who's here. Hello. And I've got Sue who's here also. Princessa was just reminding, thank you, Princessa, for doing that and reminding everyone to give it a like if you like this type of video where we're doing something more active rather than just talking. Sue was saying that Michelle, she had a chance to be with her new grandbaby, and oh, how precious. If that doesn't make Mother's Day, I'm telling you, there is nothing better than babies and children and grandchildren for Mother's Day. So that is a great thing. Michelle said that he is precious. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. I can't wait. We may have a chance one day to get to see him. Sierra, wonderful. She said her little guy took an early nap, so she's able to catch the live. Yay! We're glad to have you today. We've got Ronnie with us today, and hello, Ronnie. I've missed you guys. You all just don't know. We got Emma with us today. Hello, and Elizabeth was saying it's been a minute since she's made the live, and she certainly missed everyone, and we've missed you too. I am just so glad to see everyone and to know that you are doing well. Ronnie says she needs to change her kitchen window curtains. She said she's had the same. You are so funny. She had the same tired one hanging for probably 20 years. Oh, Ronnie, not 20 years. I know that's certainly not the case. But, sometimes we get certain curtains up that we like, and we just leave them there. They stay there. We just take them down, wash them, and put them back up. And that's certainly if you're thinking about back during the pandemic, certainly we didn't do a lot of shopping, so we kept what we had. But what I do instead of, I usually have a couple of pairs or a couple of sets of curtains, and I switch them out. So while one set's getting washed, the other set is up. And so I try to do that at least every major season. So like spring, summer usually stays pretty much the same. And then fall, winter, I can do something that I won't have to change out as often. Now, Carol said, have we ever made strawberry lemonade? Yes, it's strawberry season here as well. And yes, I have. Yes, I have done strawberry lemonade. And that's something we might have to do right here on the show. That'll be a lot of fun. Denise is saying that she loves refreshing the kitchen for summer. and certainly giving Michelle a woohoo on the new baby. We are so excited for you. All right, we've got Ronnie. Oh, oh, Ronnie said she doesn't even like the kitchen curtain. She said her mother gave them to her. Well, Ronnie, I certainly understand. Sometimes, and I can tell you, I have done exactly what I think you've done in that I have my mom had some curtains, and back when my mother had those curtains, the designs were different. They were a little more bold, and they weren't exactly the look that we were going for, but I left them up, and as long as she could see them, and I just kind of worked around it. I tried my best to work around it, and then when mom passed, I eventually changed out that curtain and was able to do something more refreshing and a little more youthful and just give it a new look. So, our kitchens are something that we look at every day. And certainly we want to be able to do something fun. So think about this. I don't know how many of you have these are my traditional things that I use when I am working on my kitchen, whether I'm refreshing it for summer, spring, fall, Christmas, whatever it is. First, I typically decide on whatever the pop of color is going to be, or if it's going to be a particular thing. And like this time, it was the lemon. And sometimes I may actually use sunflowers, because I think sunflowers too are also very representative of the summer and very easy to acquire. You can get sunflowers either alive or you can do faux. And once you have at least two different selections, then you can switch them out. It makes it easier to do that. Um, so you want to be able to look at your theme. You want to be able to look at your color. And I have a picture here that has a lot of pink and a lot of red. And I wanted to be able to pull the pinks and reds in, as well as highlight the lemon color. And I use lemons in this particular kitchen a lot because of that, because the sunflowers just have a knack of kind of throwing things off a little bit. I can do it on a very small scale, but color is something that we can put into our kitchens, and it instantly changes your kitchen. If you want, it was Sue, the last time we were talking, was saying that um, she liked a more neutral kitchen. And so she was going to go more neutral. And so as she refreshes her kitchen, and I certainly understand that. So neutral is good. Some of us are a little more minimal, and I like a little minimalness. I'm not a minimalist. You know that. I am not. Let me say that up front. I am not a minimalist by any means. But I like a little less for the summer, because in the summer I'm gonna try to do a little less heavy cooking. So that's not to say I'm not gonna cook, because I will. But during the summer, it's going to be that time where I'm going to look for those dishes that I can get in and out of the kitchen as quickly as possible. So I'm going to be looking for dishes that are delicious, that are easy, and that are quick to prepare. And really during the summer, I try not to even use the crock pot if I don't have to. And so if I don't have to use the oven, I'm just trying to keep it cool, keep things cool. So then you may want more of a tropical look. If you like the tropics and, you're into the tropics, that may be something that you might want to look at. And I know when I'm down at the beach, to be honest with you, my kitchen is not beachy, um, but it is pretty neutral for the most part. And then I'll have a particular pop of color. And so it has the white cabinets. You've seen it, white. And so that allows me to be able to change the color, that pop of color that I might need for the kitchen. Now, it may be that you may not cook in your kitchen during the summer. You may be able to actually do all of your cooking outside. And I'm hoping that I will eventually get to that point where I can just cook outside totally and won't really have to use the oven or the stove inside at all. And so that's what I'm aiming for this summer, is to start working on dinners that we can prepare outside, that depending upon the type of grill that you have, you may be able to have a burner as well as the main portion of the grill. So that gives you the option of being able to prepare all of your dinner right outside. And that way your kitchen stays so much cleaner and it stays a lot cooler. I am not, let me say, I just, when it comes to summer, I want to be at the pool or at the beach and are doing something fun. It's a good picnic time. And so if you want more of a light vibe, or you have on your porch, on your deck, wherever it may be, we looked at colors, we want things bright. And I'm looking at one of my florals that I have here. It is so very bright. I got this at Michael's and got a bunch of these, but it's just pretty. And it just says summer. And I thought, I think for outside on the porch, and we're going to be working on the porch, not today, but we're going to be working on that porch. We're going to work this color on the porch. And we're going to see what we can put together and what we can come up with, because I'm pretty sure we should be able to do something fun and something that's light and something that will just say to our guests, wow, we want that wow factor. Now, so tell me, what are you doing? What are your plans for your summer kitchen? Are you changing things around? And if so, what are you doing? If you're taking some things down and switching some things out, what are you doing? Let me know. For those of you who are out there who may be new, I hope you're enjoying our conversation. It is certainly a good time. And this is a great time that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. And for those of you who are frequent family members and you're here all the time, mwah, 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 so glad to have you here today. I'm glad to be back in the place. And we're making summer plans. And so tell me, what are you doing for the summer? What are your plans for the summer? And especially in your kitchen. Now, next week, we're going to be starting on taking a look at summer dishes that we can start to prepare. Last month we were looking at the young and the new home cook, and we put together a fantastic month of meals for the new home cook, because we're getting into bridal season where All the new cooks are coming in and they're looking for things to do. So now we want to be able to say, okay, it's summer, and let's show you some of the things that you can do that's going to be attractive, that your family will love, and you will love because you will not have to spend a lot of time in your kitchen. And so those are always things that are fun. So I hope you're able to do that. Now, a couple of other things, and we're quickly approaching our hour that we normally spend for our show. But I want you to think about um, what our summer themes may be. We do have lemons. You could certainly pick a flower that you like. If I know some people like fresh flowers in their kitchen, and that's always a lot of fun to have fresh cut flowers. And if you are a gardener and you have flowers, then have a place where your vase is going to be, where you can cut and clip those flowers, bring them in, and let them speak for themselves. Now, Emma said that she loves the idea of decorating the kitchen with summer touches, but her kitchen doesn't have very many flat surfaces to put anything. So she could do it through towels. Absolutely, Emma. Absolutely. I'm a towel nut. And so when I probably every season, at least every other season, I have a tendency to switch out towels. And you want decorative towels that can hang in your kitchen or lay in your kitchen. That's going to pick up that color. And so, your towels are definitely a great opportunity for you to be able to add that color into your kitchen. Ronnie said that she's always changing her mind. So she's not sure how she wants to change the look. Well, I'm a little bit with you, Ronnie. It's not that I change my mind, it's that I get tired of a look quickly. So that's one reason why I will pop certain colors into the vases. We had the hydrangeas that were in for the spring, and I'm going to turn you so you can see. I didn't want to eliminate the hydrangea, but what I did was to add new colors that are more summery into the vase. So then that way I can put colors in when I really get tired of these blue hydrangeas. I can take them out and put something new in. So we can switch when we have a vase, we can switch the flowers in and out. We can change that. And that's something easy to do that gives you a very easy pop of color change. So I'm looking, I know somewhere I have more lemons. And I think what I'm going to do probably by June-ish, or at least before the 4th of July, I'm probably going to take the blue hydrangeas out because they will have been a part of the decor since spring. And so I'll probably start to add some lemons in and just kind of zhuzh up a little bit. Nothing major, just a quick touch up that you can do. Something so easy. So that gives you a chance to add colors in. And Walmart, even the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or some of those places have inexpensive florals. And if you just want a particular color, grab the bunch when you see it, bring it back, clip it, and put it in and around your kitchen. Put a few here, a few there, and it just picks up a whole new color. And someone will think you've actually started from scratch. Now, Elizabeth said she's in the same boat. She said she bought a $10 shelf at IKEA and she decorates it based on the season. Elizabeth, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Um, my previous kitchen prior to this had flat space, but most of it was in use. And so, because of that, I needed a shelf. I used to have a shelf that was actually right here, and it was a double shelf, so I could put it there and just put seasonal types of things on the shelf. That's a great idea, Emma. A great idea. Denise is she's talked about that strawberry lemonade. Yes, it is delicious. And you know, the strawberries, the ones that I got last week from the farmers market were delicious. They were absolutely delicious. So I was so excited to be able to bring those home. And in fact, I did strawberry shortcakes for the family, and the kids loved that. Now, Madeline said that lemon or citrus candles puts her in a good spring mood. I like lemon and citrus candles also, Madeline. My I have a lemon Yankee candle coming, and I just haven't put it out. But that's something that I typically have every summer, and it burns. The nice thing about Yankee Candle is that it will burn for an entire month using it every day. And I've tested it. I've tried it. I light it when I get up, and I blow it out after dinner. And that's the length from morning to evening. And it has been able to continue to burn for one solid month. And so it was well worth the purchase. Yes, Yankee is the best. I'm telling you. I was a little disappointed. I got a candle. It looked very kind of a seaside look to it, kind of that greenish blue, and just looked like the ocean. That's what it reminded me of. But you know what? And I lit it, and I was going to use it in the bath, and it was strange. When you would light it, the wax would pop. I couldn't understand why that happened. And so I had wax going everywhere. So I had to blow that one out. So I'm going to have to come up with something new for that particular candle because I don't want to waste it. But it was a beautiful candle, and one that I thought would really smell great, and in our master bathroom. And it's just that I don't want the wax all over the place. I'm gonna have that one, but a fan of Yankee Candle. Absolutely, me too. Now, guys, next week, let me tell you what the plan is. Next week, we're going to go outside. We're going to be out on the screen porch. We're going to get that screen porch together. And we are going to get the pillows in, get it decorated, add some flowers, a little bit of floral to it. And we might even fix lunch next week. So I thought that might be a fun thing. Hold on, Madeline said that you can ship the candle. Ah, that you can chip it up and put it in a tea light container. Oh, well, that's good to know. Thank you, Madeline. I needed to know that I can do that. Yes, I got it. I can chip it up and put it in a tea light container. And you know, that would be so good, and just melt the wax. and you still get the fragrance. I love it. What a great idea, guys. You all are going to have to check this out. And Madeline, that would be good for, how sometimes you get to the bottom of the candle and it's not quite enough to do what you want it to do. Then I could break it up and use it as wax and put it on one of the wax warmers and use that too. So thank you for that tip. That's a great tip. So, as I was saying, next week we will be on the deck, and we're going to, on the screen porch rather, and we're going to work on that screen porch and get it ready for the summer. And we're going to set the table outside. We're going to put a little lunch together, a quick lunch together, and we're just going to enjoy the warmth because summer's coming, Memorial Day is coming, and we want to be ready for it. So I'm hoping that you've enjoyed this time together, that we've had an opportunity to get the coffee bar ready, to make our lemonade, to get the kitchen a little lighter, change some of the heavier colors out, and we're getting ready for spring, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you will be right here next week because it's going to be fun. The birds are going to be chirping. So I'm going to have to speak louder, but summer is coming and we're going to get that deck ready. So God bless each of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, make every day count because family's important. So let's make it a good one. So to all of you, I hope you enjoy yourselves and I'll see you soon.